right, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Young C.A.U.S.E, and I got my beautiful host here with me. You know what I mean? At Ziggy Billy.
I was gonna say, what's her name?
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with the people. But look, listen, man. Oh.
The bullshit.
Alright. I mean, shit.
No, I have a lot.
You guys know that it's like 11 o'clock in the morning right now, right?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh my God. Anyways, man.
It was too dark.
Welcome back to Cocktails and Intellect podcast. You know what I mean? What's going on?
We into the internet.
How you been?
I've been great.
Okay.
Why did you say it like you were surprised?
Because, I mean, you know, just, you never know if things are transpiring in one's life, you know,
I'm
off
always
camera.
great.
Oh.
Things
okay.
are always transpiring, but
Okay.
guess what?
Okay. What?
I got a pocket full of sunshine.
Oh, wow. Pocket full of fucking sunshine. You talking about sunshine or like money?
Whatever.
Okay, she got a pocket full of pussy, y'all. But listen. I'm already starting with the shits.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, man. So,
Yeah, I know it's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Right. That's a lie. It's a bold-faced lie. I'm not sure what time it is, as a matter of fact.
He gets started with the shit at 6 in the morning.
Anyways, but so what we doing today, man? What we talking about, man?
There's a few things I want to do first. First, I want to say thanks to Nightshade for allowing us to record here.
Facts.
Because it is a beautiful location. This is a black-owned hookah and cigar lounge in Orlando, Florida, and it's going to be something to see. So stay tuned for that.
Oh yeah. It's a beautiful place. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. I might end up having to just I'm gonna wait until it's opened up. Yeah. Cause I'm about to take the camera and walk around.
Don't do that.
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe a little glitch. You know what I'm saying? A little scan.
Okay. Maybe. But yeah. Shout out to the Shade Lounge. Is it Shade Lounge? It's a Shade Lounge. Right?
Nightshade.
She's being Nightshade Lounge.
And you can go follow them at Nightshade Orlando.
Oh, they do that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Nightshade Orlando.
At Nightshade Orlando on Instagram. You know what I mean? But and oddly enough, it's right next door. I think we shot here one time.
We shot here before.
Yeah, we shot here with Tim, the owner of 534 Scratch Kitchen. Shout out to them as well. You know, go follow them on Instagram at 534 Scratch Kitchen. Great food, great drinks, and I mean like the bartenders actually know how to make drinks. So.
And the cooks actually know how to make food.
Right, facts.
And it is also black owned, so go support all of that.
Right on Church Street, man. I'm telling you, there's big things going on. And speaking of black owned, guess what? We're black owned too. But yeah, so what we got popping up today?
Well, the subject today, because my friend, I think you felt like you've been in this position many times.
Yeah. Why
do, as human beings, we still have to go experience something after we are warned by those close to us that it is not good for our health, wealth,
all of that.
mental health?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Especially in mental health.
Why do we continue to indulge in those things?
Well, might as well just jump right on into it.
Get on in.
What I'm confused about, first and foremost, all right, so you got a friend that gives you advice or their opinion about a certain situation and or person. We take that information, we hear them, and we go back and do the same shit that they warned us about. Or we allow the same shit to happen that they warned us about. I mean, it's not even just friends, it could be family members, whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Why is it that happens? You know what I'm saying? I mean, has it happened to you? Have people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one thing, I'm going to school to be a doctor, a psychologist actually. So psychology is the main focus. I was psychoanalyzed too recently.
Really?
By a psycho.
I gotta hear that. What the fuck? You were psychoanalyzed by a psycho? What the fuck kind of shit is that?
So, in psychology, looking at things from that perspective, dealing with my friends and family has been very different. I've learned that most human beings don't really want your advice. They don't really want you to chime in. They really just want you to listen. And they just need to vent. I've learned that. And I've also learned that adults are adults, but we still just want to do stupid shit for some reason. I mean, we know it's not good for us, honestly, most of the time. But there are certain things, because I really believe in a human experience. If anybody who knows me knows that I really preach about this human experience, because I feel that before you're anything in life, you're a human being, and there's certain basic temptations and basic desires and basic lessons, life lessons that come with being a human being. And it may not always seem pretty while you're experiencing it, but there is a greater good. Everything happens for a reason. I feel that you just have to reflect and understand why it happened and take whatever lesson you're supposed to take from that situation.
Okay.
Nothing is by accident.
Okay, all right. So everything that is basically was supposed to be anyway, is what you're saying.
It's a part of your journey.
Do you believe that it was written already for you, or you still have a choice?
You always have a choice.
Okay. So then if it was written already and that's our journey, then if we also have a choice, then basically we can...
Written. What? If it was written, why the fuck are we here? Just let me read the book.
Okay.
This is a series of choices.
Okay.
And a series of lessons.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, well, then when it comes down to choices, then it goes right back to what we were originally talking about. Why is it that we continue to choose to, and why? I get what you're saying, that we hear our family members or friends talking, and we're not wanting them to necessarily give the advice. You feel like we're just wanting to vent to them. Why is it that we ask for the, like, oh, well, what do you think? You know what I mean?
Okay, so it gets really tricky with the words. If they ask you what do you think, it's not for advice. They may or may not want you to just chime in on what you see when you look at the situation. If they want your advice, they will specifically say, what should I do? And if they do not say, what should I do, they're just like, so what do you think? Or they just want to know how you feel as an outsider looking in on their situation. What do you think? That doesn't mean they're done with the situation. And to be honest, you're usually not done with something until you've kind of like filled yourself up on it.
Okay, all right, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
It took me a really long time. I mean, of course, in my situation, it was specifically about a person I was with. Ended up divorcing, right? But I was with the person for 16 years. Why did it take that long? And mind you know the funny thing is, I'd call my friends and I'd bitch about certain situations. You know, I'll be sitting there like, yo, this is what this motherfucker did, boom, boom, y'all can't believe this, da, 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 da. And you have the friends that are gonna sit there and be like, what? Well, nah, that shouldn't mean me going down like that, bro, blah, 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 blah. And then you have the friends be like, yo, listen, man, hey, if you like it, I love it. And just sit back.
To be honest, I've learned to be one of those friends. And not even be that simple with it. Like, I'm the friend that's gonna, okay, so, because I understand that experience is something that's gonna further this person, okay?
Ooh.
They have to experience whatever.
Even knowing that it's a fucked up situation.
Even the most fucked up of the fucked up. Unless your life is on the line. If, like, specifically, like, I have friends, and this has been for years since I've been in, like, high school. And I'm pretty sure I've done it too, who will deal with someone that we know or they'll deal with someone that they know is absolutely horrible for them, and they shouldn't be dealing with them. But
how do they know that though?
Because
they're dealing with them for a reason. There's some sort of good quality that they saw.
Absolutely. Even you know how many murderers I know?
Oh my Jesus Christ!
Sorry. Whoa. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I'm getting a little too
right. They're around here?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
We were the murder capital for a while. I know a few of those murderers, but these are some of the people I trust the most. There's some really good people.
There's some really good murderers out there.
Absolutely. I know that sounds horrible, but some really.
They're genuinely good people, but
they're
they murder
great.
people.
Yes, murder is a part of.
Used to murder. We are not incriminating anyone or.
Listen, Okay, he passed away now, so
Okay, all right.
I can talk about it.
All right.
One of the closest people to me, his name was D-Dub. Okay? I won't say his government name.
Well, he's dead.
Dewan, okay.
Whatever. His name is D-Dub. Fuck
D-Dub
that shit.
from St. Louis. Everyone knows him. He is, at the time of his murder, he's my brother's best friend.
Which bro? Older
Chingy.
brother? Oh, Ching?
Is his best friend.
Oh, shit.
And at the
Oh,
time of his
was.
death, yeah, he was wanted for 17 murders. But this is the person who we had his birthday was on Halloween, mine was on November 1st. We would have our birthday parties
Yeah.
together every year.
Yeah.
He was well known in the city. He was, if I needed anything, I knew that I could call him and count on him. He's one of the only people, and it's gonna make me cry. Since I moved away from St. Louis, he was the only people that would just call me to check on me for no reason at all, just to see how I'm doing.
Yeah.
But he killed people for a living. But he was a great person to me. So,
And that was your personal experience, and the reason why I say that is because, I mean, he would be somebody that would he could give you advice
if
about
I needed
things.
it, or he would just go kill him.
What the fuck? You was putting out hits? Ziggy?
No, absolutely.
What the fuck is going on here right now? Wait a minute.
No, I never put out a hit on him. I'm just saying, like, absolutely. If there was a situation
That you needed though, he would have did it though if you put the word out.
Yeah. Anyway, and he had great self control. Like, this is a story. I don't know if I should be telling these stories.
Hey, talk about it.
Should I tell it or not?
Talk about it. It's our shit. We do what the
So
fuck
there
we
was
want.
one time when my brother Mikey, which is not Chingy, but my other brother. So he's like a brother to us. We all grew up together.
Okay, all right.
So he was in the backseat of the car. My brother Mikey was driving, and my brother had said something to him and pissed him clean off. So my brother driving the car, and I don't know, I forgot what happened, but we were all leaving like a party or something. He was in the backseat, he had a gun on his lap about this big. He told my brother, "I can't shoot you because you're my brother, but if the next stoplight you stop at, I'm killing whoever in the car next to us." My brother didn't stop at a stoplight.
Wow, he was like that, son? Wow. She said
With
a
the
gun this long. That nigga had a chop on
Like
him.
Bow. He said, when you
His gun
stop,
was as big as Bow Wow.
he said, "I can't kill you because I love you. But don't you stop this motherfucking Range Rover because it's going down."
Wow.
And my brother didn't stop until he got to the driveway. Yes, but anyway, so when I say that people do stupid things or people do things that we might not necessarily agree with, that's a part of their life experience, their human experience.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
So there's growth in those
almost,
moments that we don't understand.
Right. Okay.
So after my friend go finish being a whore with a nigga she knows she's not supposed to be with, I'm gonna call her next morning and make sure she don't need no suit. You good? You know what I'm saying?
Make sure she don't need a plan B.
Right. You need, what do you need? Because I'm just gonna support you through this dumbass decision.
But I mean, why not just again?
You learn.
But you know that it's some bullshit that she's in.
Absolutely.
Why
She knows.
not?
She knows. She knows. But until she gets the picture, you can't control her actions toward that bullshit. It's just life. It's human.
I know, but I mean, it's kind of fucked up because I'm sitting here asking, why do we why do we get advice from friends and still do what we do? And the way you're breaking it down is like almost pretty much like because we're dumb.
No, it's because we're human and we want the things that we want when we want them.
Humans are dumb.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're learning. This whole thing that we're doing, we're just learning every step of the way.
Shit, I wish I mean, like, fuck that. I mean, I get it. All right, whatever I went through, whatever I went through in my.
It took you 16
fuck that.
years.
I feel like it was time wasted. Like if I would have just listened to my man, or my homegirl, or my mom, or whoever, my dad, whatever it was, I probably would not have it. I just feel like I could have been utilizing that time for something else. You don't get that shit back. I'll never know like what, because I didn't do the other thing.
You're supposed to do.
I don't know about that. Damn. So you telling me
You won't
nothing?
do it again.
You telling me
I bet
right?
you won't waste time.
Okay, so I guess that's the learning part of it. I learned something. I learned
You
not
learned
to.
multiple things. That was one. That was probably one of the biggest lessons you learned. When you realize it's time to let something go,
Yeah.
let it go. Because you could have been keeping her from some happiness, and she could be keeping you from happiness. But we're so emotionally, or we're
emotionally driven.
Emotionally driven, or a lot of people are together for reasons other than they love each other.
Facts.
There's financial reasons.
Facts.
There's kids. There's so many things that are keeping people from being happy.
And we were broke. Fuck that. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. What was I saying around? What was I saying
Was the
around?
pussy good?
I'm not gonna look. Listen, we ain't gonna talk about all that, man.
I just asked you a
These
question.
motherfucking props.
That mean that pussy was
Nah.
He couldn't
It
even
was
be
alright.
like it.
That shit was
pussy
alright.
fire.
It was alright. It was alright. That shit was alright. Bet. Trust me, it
16
was
years
alright. It
fire.
was alright. Why you gonna do me like that? It was alright.
That pussy
You know what I mean? I stayed around for the sake of the kids that I was raising that weren't even mine.
Yep.
I stayed around for the fact that because when I came back from New York and I ain't had nobody riding with the kid, she was riding with the kid. You know what I mean? So all of those things played a factor in my molding as to why I stayed that long. Going against everything that people said about this particular person and our situation.
You realize what you're doing. You're telling yourself right now all the lessons you learned. Think about it. You didn't even need me.
I just took myself to school.
Yeah. It'd be like, but that's how it is when you're around me. Anybody, because I'm
But
gonna
see-
ask those questions. But that's how it is when I'm around you. You ask the right questions. Some people are friends like, well, if you like it, I love it. Some people gonna ask you the questions to make you figure it out yourself.
Okay. Fuck that shit. I'm not giving that motherfucker no more shine on this
You being bitter.
Nah. See, this one. I wanted to just leave it alone. I'm not. I'm been. Oh, trust me. You see me how I move. I've been let it go. If you would have seen me. If you would have seen me 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you'd have been like, this nigga.
He fucked up.
He's fucked up. Like, but see,
You
it wasn't.
loved her.
No.
Okay,
Hold on.
no,
Let me.
okay.
Look, it wasn't even about her. It was about what she did and how fucked up she did what she did to try to down my name in these streets.
And
You know what I'm
doggy
saying?
dog.
You know what I mean? What up? You know what I mean? The owner just walked in the building, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? But look, it was about that. It was about how she tried to play me. That's the worst. That's one of the worst feelings in the world. When you know you're a good dude, when you know you did everything by the book and to the best of your ability, and then you got the person that was supposed to be riding the dime with you, regardless of what y'all going through, they literally drag your name, your integrity all through the mud. I had to bounce back from that.
The bounce back is beautiful.
Tell me about it.
The
Tell me
bounce
about it.
back is, that's when you do the most growth.
Tell me about it. Oh yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Being drugged through the mud because you bounce
That-
back.
you know
Some
what?
people don't bounce back.
Right, and
The-
then
the bounce
also
back.
I grew in a sense of I think it's more or less like when I grew like in a sense of being able to kind of just let shit be what it is, right? Because what I was doing is on top of getting advice or opinions from my friends and family members, I would go seek it. When I was going through the actual step, I would go seek it.
You thought you were
You know what I
seeking.
mean?
You were seeking
I was-
somebody to listen and
I
just
was
chime in.
exactly, and I was also seeking validation because it was to a point where I felt almost like, damn, maybe I did fuck something up. But then I was like, wait a minute, no the fuck I didn't.
And boom,
No
you
the
answered
fuck
this
I
question.
didn't. Like,
You
nah.
anything else?
No, I mean,
You
look,
think
I played my part in the reasons as to why we settled. I mean, shit, I don't want to put divorce papers in. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about the shit that transpired in my city. I mean, in the streets. You know what I mean? I was acclimated with certain people. You know what I mean?
And
I
you
had
think
bonds.
it ruined your...
Yeah, but that shows who those people were.
Absolutely.
That shows who. And see,
They were
my man
judgmental.
tried to tell me, yo, son, fuck all of them niggas, fuck all of that shit.
That's
Them
how he
niggas
said
don't. Yo, dead ass. My
Yo,
nigga
son,
Smitty.
fuck all of them
My nigga
niggas.
Smitty, straight up. And he was like, yo, fuck all of them niggas, fuck all of them.
Fuck
because of the fact
all of
that
them
you done did what you did for them and blah 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 blah. Like
It's
look
horrible.
how they treating you, son. Like Instead of stressing about that shit, just get on your dean, get on your grind.
Best revenge is your paper.
And it took me a minute, but I picked up that camera, I hit the streets again, and I went in.
You did?
I was in every single.
The glow up is beautiful.
Man, look, man, I'm telling you, shit's crazy. I started selling more Coke, or no, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Coca-Cola?
I'm for Coca-Cola. That's what I'm talking about. I'm
Well,
not.
I saw
not.
I'm not playing.
Wait, what?
I'm just playing.
No, son, this nigga got murderers, killers, cocaine.
Hey,
no.
And I turned out to be a classy lady.
This nigga's a whole Griselda Blanco over here. What the fuck is going on? You sure you ain't got the strap on?
I could be. When I was a kid, I wanted to be, but I just decided.
Ladies and gentlemen, we talk shit, we play around. We are upstanding citizens. Help a nigga out.
I would have had politicians on payroll, sweetie.
You want to have politicians?
I said I would have.
Oh, okay.
If I decided to live that life.
Well, salute to the life that Ziggy's not living and really living. I don't fucking know. Yeah, something. Hey, yo, listen, yo. We'll be right back, man. I'm gonna take me a little break. I think, what is it called again? Oh, yeah. P. Diddy. Salute. Fuck, what? Okay, so, hey, what's up, y'all? We back like the
it's
crack.
back. That makes me sad, Yoshi.
Yoshi.
What?
Do not call him Yoshi.
Oh, okay, not
Yoshi.
dinosaur.
Oh, speaking of that, I got my man's in the back. My man Yoshi.
Yoshi's in
Comedian
the back.
Yoshi. Yeah, I mean, he is
We
coming
have
to
to
check us
talk
out
about
today.
this.
Oh yeah, we definitely will talk about that. He's checking us out today. You know, politicking with us, and
I'm so that makes me
maybe we'll
sad.
let him on the show. I don't know. We'll see. But
Because I don't understand. We have to talk. Because maybe, we have to talk.
twist that. I mean,
She's just that dope.
It's a few dope bitches in this world.
a few.
Not that many.
Like
A
10.
few.
You guys
And they're all
are-
single.
you
Because
guys
niggas
are
don't appreciate the
unicorns.
dopeness.
Yeah, most of y'all are all single
Yeah.
for so many different reasons. Though.
I'm so tired of being single.
So what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, is that Yoshi and Ziggy are talking about the few
Dope
dope bitches.
It's like 10. You
Can I
got
say?
it.
Hold on. Can I say bitches?
Yes, that's
Can I
right.
say bitches?
That's the
Absolutely.
new topic.
Okay.
There you go. Go take that over.
Why can't you say bitches?
I'm just making sure.
I say bitches all the
He
time.
said bitches. I'm like, he's calling us bitches.
Stop being so sensitive.
I just want to make sure I have to appease.
He didn't call you a bitch. He just said bitches. There's bitches out here.
I got the pass. Y'all saw it. I got the pass. But anyway. Yeah, so when
What?
this thing over here booking flights and shit.
That was not a
This
fight.
nigga be
You gotta
getting
calm
flued
down.
out.
Flued out. Okay?
You getting flued
out.
out, nigga?
No.
Shit.
I don't
Take me
really
the
give people
fuck
many
outta here.
opportunities to flew me out. I wish I was a whore.
Why? What?
I wish I was the kind of girl who could deal with
I mean,
somebody.
the way you said that, like you gonna click your heels 3 times or some
And
shit,
just
like
be
you
a whore?
really wish that shit? What, for one day, 24 hours? I mean, 24 hours for
Just
whore.
to-
Like, what's going on?
Just to reap the benefits of being a whore. Because I could have been a whore so many times with a lot of really rich dudes.
No, oh,
But it's
man.
just not in me. I can't do it. Because I'm just a real nigga.
Okay. Because she's a real nigga.
I can't be a whore.
I'm starting to think, let me shut the
What?
fuck up.
What are you trying to think?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
That I'm a female?
Are you sure it is a kuntunt?
Hey, this
A
pussy
kuntunt
good.
type?
I don't want her. Yeah.
You ain't got to tell me, though. Don't give me the visual, nigga. You friends on me a long time ago. Ain't no eating, no nothing. I can't ever do nothing with her ever in my life if I wanted to. It's a fucking rap.
No.
I gotta look at her. Yeah, no, this is dude. This is my nigga. She a whole dude to me now at this point. Nigga, this nigga got murderers all day.
Calm down.
I'm good, man. What's up, my guy? It's about this, huh? Word, nigga.
I'm so tired.
My nigga. What?
Just imagine having a female that is a real nigga on the inside, but she a female.
Do you fuck like a nigga too?
No, I'm very sensual.
Fuck out of here, bro. I think she would fuck me. Like, she would probably hold my legs back. Take this pussy, nigga. Take this pussy. No, I'm fucking right now, bro. She's definitely a very sensual, sweet person. Oh, man. Wait, anyways, what were we talking about?
Like that's the perfect relationship. A female that's a real nigga on the inside.
You never be
No,
bored.
to an extent you're right though. No,
You never be bored.
To an extent you're right. But this is the thing. Females gotta balance that shit out.
Absolutely.
For real. Because, okay, 100, right? The woman I'm with now, love her to death. And she is woman to me. But that nigga.
That's my nigga.
That's yo. It's like sometimes
That's
she get in that zone where it's like, yo, hold the fuck up. She like,
You wanna cry?
and not even on some, cause you know, I mean, I don't do the female. I mean, like, it's almost like I'm looking at one of my niggas, and I don't know, is that a bad thing? Like, the fuck, nigga, how you just burp louder than? Babe,
No, I'm still a lady in the streets.
Yeah? Is that what it is? So I'm a lady in the streets, but a nigga at home. Is that what's going on?
Not a nigga. I'm just saying my perspective on things is so real that
Oh, yours. Okay, cause I was talking about, okay.
Kindles.
Huh?
Kinzall.
The niggas
I'm just
sound
saying, like,
government's out there.
right, man, it's government there. The perspective that I come from when I do certain things, it allows a man to not be stressed out. It allows a man to stay at peace because I choose my battles, because certain things I understand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like the average, very emotional female when I approach certain things.
Okay.
You know?
Well, why is it that, like in the situation I was just talking about, I was talking about like shit, but I mean the point is this, sometimes I think aggression from a female, it kind of throws things off for me. Like I'm
For
being
most men.
aggressive, right? But when you just like too aggressive, like what the fuck, nigga? Do you want to be the man in this relationship, or you want me to be the fucking man?
That is what my book is about. It is about how
The shameless plug.
No,
No,
it's
fuck
not.
it.
But I'm just saying, like, African Americans or black women. You say black because there's so many different
Right.
ranges of black.
Right.
But the reason our mentality is the way it is because we were raised by very aggressive women because their only goal in life was to survive.
Okay.
So
Okay.
everything came from a defense mechanism, a defense position.
Right.
And what else can someone who is defensive and in survival mode raise and mold, but someone else that is defense?
Right, and it's survival mode.
Okay,
right. I
so
get it.
that mentality has been passed down to us from women who really have to live that defensive lifestyle. And we have to a little bit, but the times have changed, but the mentality has not.
Right.
So we have to hone in our femininity again.
But see, the thing is this, and you're talking about generations.
hurt.
It's been passed down. I get it,
Yeah.
right? But I'm sure those women from back in the days that have passed those things down, knowingly or unknowingly, I'm sure they know that us as black men went through some fucked up shit too.
They don't care.
But how could you not care?
Because people are selfish. They only understand their own hurt. And that's why black men, because you're talking about how aggressive she is, you're only thinking about it from your point of view. But we have to understand that you guys have been hurt. And you guys have to understand that we have been hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I know black men are hurting.
Okay.
And
So,
it's time to heal it.
do you feel like that conversation has not been had generally,
Absolutely
publicly? Is that the what's the word for it? Is that the stepping stone for black excellence, black
love.
everything. Black love? Is that the stepping
Absolutely.
stone to kind of mesh that back together?
Absolutely.
So say it again. The stepping stone for possibly black excellence, black love, is for us to understand, men and women, equally on each side, to understand that as a man, you have been through some things. You have to understand as a woman that we have been through some
And
things.
still go through things.
And still go through things.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the stepping stone. What comes after that? What's the discussion after that? That's what I'm trying to say. because-
Reprogramming your paradigm.
Or is reprogramming the same as unlearning what you've learned?
You'll never unlearn.
Rebalance.
That's why education is the best thing you can ever have. No one can take it from you. But we must learn from our history. You know what it is, but you know what you want the future to be. So you have to reprogram your paradigm to be softer, to be more understanding, to be more loving, to be more affectionate, to be more nurturing. That's us as women. And then men have to reprogram their paradigm. And I can't really speak for everything the man needs to be. You guys need to rally up and figure that out. But I'm starting with the women. And it's not necessarily equally. Women, we're healers.
Naturally.
Oh yeah.
Naturally.
Absolutely.
I agree, 110%.
So we have to take a little more of that burden because we've been put here in this place to do that. So we must understand what we mean to the culture. Okay? But a lot of us don't even know our value. So we must understand where we've been, where we want to go, value ourselves. That way we can show the men that we value them. Because you guys don't feel like we love you and we have your back. I'm here to tell you that black men, I love you. Black men, I have your back. Black men, you are beautiful to me.
See what's happening right now, y'all?
I'm healing. That's
The
what's
real
happening.
shit is happening right now. You know what I mean? That's a fact.
My touch can heal. My kiss can heal. That's why I don't do it often.
She's not lying because I had this one boo-boo on my arm and she kissed it and it was hard. Hey, man.
So-
Look, no, that's factual. And I'm sure eventually we're going to revisit that right there because, I mean, it's a
I
subject
could go
that,
on and
right,
on.
yeah, there's so much more to it. So much more to it. And with that being said, I'd love to have a couple people on the panel while we talking about it to get their opinion because there are some hurt.
Everybody's hurt.
Everybody's hurt.
We all have scars.
But I'm talking about people that are sitting there really not understanding why their own black woman, why their own black community doesn't love them. They feel like you ever walked. I ain't gonna lie, I've done it.
What?
Did the bullshit like I'm over here trying to maneuver and go through my day or whatever. I mean I live in Pine Hills, goddamn it. You know what I mean? Then I'll be like, man, fuck, I hate black people. Why the fuck they like this? You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute. Even if I'm joking, that shouldn't even come out of my mouth at all.
No, you should
At
understand
all.
their struggle. But it's tough because we think other people are supposed to conduct themselves the way that we conduct
Right.
ourselves, and that's not
We
always
ain't
true.
conducting ourselves properly, any goddamn way.
We haven't been for years. We've never been shown how to conduct ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I was never taught how to be a woman to a man by any woman before me. All I've ever seen is arguing, dysfunction, fighting, bad attitudes. And they say, oh, she woke up on the wrong side of the bed. No, she didn't. That bitch attitude bad every day. She need to get a new bed. So what I decided for myself, it's so I could go forever. We don't really want to get into that. That goes into my experience in the white family and how it really showed me as a woman how you're supposed to treat your man. Whenever you're around me, am I always in a good mood?
Yes.
Am I
I
always
think
happy?
I've seen. You know what? I've seen Ziggy disgusted by
One
something,
time.
and she was still in a good mood. Nigga, how you disgusted and you smiling and shit? You a scary motherfucker.
I'm a beast.
This nigga's disgusted by genuinely disgusted. Because the way she said it to me, like her words were like of disgust, but her face was like, I'm a pretty bitch anyway, nigga. I was like, you scared? Yeah, nah, you scared, son. But look, listen, to your white experience, I want to bring it back in. So I digress. You have a white experience, is what you would call it. Now,
In the Caucasian house family,
Right.
they don't let many people.
so I'm sure you've had plenty of friends and family members try to give you advice. You may have even went to them. I don't know, but again, is there any point in time where someone's giving you advice about that situation and you didn't listen?
Often. Because most of the time I don't ask for advice. I just want, there's only a few people that I trust. So if I've ever come to you for advice or to vent, it's because I trust you. It's probably like 5 people. I'm not gonna tell everybody. So that means I trust your opinion. I trust your ability to not judge based on the situation. I think highly of you if I've ever disclosed any of my very personal information to you. But often people will tell you, well, this is what you need to do, this is what you should do for advice, but those same people are doing very dysfunctional things themselves. So therefore, you can't really say like they fucking are the know-all.
No, I get that, but see, the funny thing is, in order for someone to give advice, they have had to at least been through something like that, and is going through something like that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. Like, I say to myself all the time, how the fuck am I giving my man's advice about this particular situation when I'm fucked up in my situation? I'm thinking to myself, well, that's why I can give him that information, because I'm fucked up and I'm going through it right now. So maybe if I give him that advice or that opinion, it'll help him out so he won't have to go through it. But watch.
No, they have to go through it.
See,
It's easy to tell somebody. The people who shouldn't be giving you advice are the ones that are always offering it.
Well, see, mind you, this isn't about anybody offering advice. This is about when you ask a friend or vent to a friend about a situation. And mind you, as a friend should, they're always going to give their opinion because if they're real friends, they actually give a fuck.
Yeah.
This is about that. This is about, you know, me going to you, for example, and seeking advice and wanting to vet and honestly, without even saying I want your opinion, but wanting your opinion.
Exactly.
This is not about you just out the blue like, yo, come here, let me talk to you, yo.
It's
Yo,
never a waste of
what
time.
the fuck is going on over here?
Because if you offer your advice, it's in their brain. You put it in there. You planted the seed. They might not even been thinking that way before.
Inception, that.
But you planted the seed. You know what I'm saying? But with feelings involved and emotions, it's going to take time for them to materialize certain things that they think.
The person giving the advice or the person?
The person
venting?
receiving the advice.
Okay, all right.
It's not going to happen right away. It's easy for you because, right.
So what happened to me?
Right. But I'm saying, like, it's easy for you because you don't have the same feelings, the same emotions toward a certain situation. To say, well, you just need to do this. But for that person, they can even know for a fact, I definitely do need to do this. You know?
Okay.
But it's not that easy. You got to get through it. You just got to ride the wave. Because whatever it is, you attracted it to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, okay.
Ride the wave.
Wow. Whatever it is, we attracted it to ourselves.
Absolutely.
100% of the time.
Yeah. That's what life is a series of thoughts that you attract to yourself.
So I attracted some bullshit. I attracted some bullshit relationship.
Absolutely.
Kind of right, I did.
Yeah. You saw the red flag.
I did.
And you kept going.
When I fucked on the first night, it was a red flag.
And you kept moving.
I tried to put the bullshit aside because she was the right. She was the only one there. I mean, and we, you know, that was a red
What
flag.
did you learn? That's all you need to
I learned,
think
don't,
about.
ladies and gentlemen, don't fuck on the first night.
And then stay with it.
Oh, you mean like some shit that I could...
That part.
Yeah, you didn't finish it.
Oh, my bad. That was I just blurted that out. No, but honestly, the lesson is, and look, watch what I'm about to do. The lesson is, do not ignore the red. We know that you know the signs. You know exactly what the fuck is going on. Don't ignore that shit.
Exactly.
And it's coming from somebody that does it. Look, we're not perfect. I do it till this fucking day.
We all do. What's
Because
the red
what?
flag? Get this out of my way.
We're humans, right? Oh, like I said before, we're dummies. We just dumb. But just try your best. Listen, when you see that flag,
Just nurture your friend through it. That's all you can really do. And you know what I always ask people?
well, break that down.
Because-
How? Okay, so I know you kind of touched on it. How do you? Because I don't know how to do this shit, or at least I don't know.
care
How the
so
fuck do you nurture someone through something without giving advice or being opinionated?
First of all, as human beings, we already know. I've told this person this, but you know that person, especially if you getting advice from them, you know you have a rapport with this person. You know how this person moves.
Okay.
Okay? So you know they might slip up again. So when they come back around, say, God damn, I fucked up. Don't judge them. Don't tell them, yeah, you were stupid for that. Don't be making faces like, because that's automatically going to put them on the defense.
Woman shit, by the way. Niggas don't do that. But go ahead.
This is psychology shit. That's automatically going to put them on the defense. So don't put them on the defense. people that yes. So when they tell me something that obviously did not make them happy, I ask them, "Are you happy?" And they immediately start thinking about. They start putting shit in perspective by themselves.
But don't they hit you with the, I'm not happy, right? And then, but I love this nigga. Oh, I love her though, you know? What do you, I mean,
You just listen. People just really want to talk.
okay, so if that was the response, what is your nurturing process after that? I'm not happy, but I love this nigga. I'm not happy, but I love this bitch.
Emotions.
I love this bitch. So if you in the bed, you crying, you sick, I'm gonna come and bring you some soup and rub you on the back. You're like, you need some soup? I brought you some grapes.
I'm gonna end up fucking the home. Don't rub my back like that. Don't pat my back
You
like that.
fucked up already
You
over this.
feeding me soup, my nigga, and
I'm not
rubbing my
gonna feed
back.
it to you. I'm
Can
gonna
you
bring
rub
you
my
soup.
dick?
The bitch just rubbed your dick last night and I couldn't stand it. What else do you
Oh my god, I can't do it. Anyways, alright, yeah, but no, that's a good friend.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a
Bring me
great
the
friend.
soup.
But then
Rub the
you
dick.
ask them if they're happy.
Right.
They're gonna figure out, no, I'm not happy. This is what I need to do. And then second, Yosh and I were just speaking about this. When do you cut off the friend that keeps putting themselves in the toxic situations?
Ooh, do you cut them off?
Good question.
I try not to, but if it ever gets to the point where it disturbs your peace and happiness, then you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself.
When it disturbs whose peace and happiness?
Your own.
Your own.
Yes. Because you have to put that in the forefront, or else you can't even be a
I
good
guess I'm
friend.
a different type of motherfucker, man, because I got a friend
You're
right
an
now.
empath.
I got a friend right now disturbing my peace and motherfucking happiness. But I can't leave my man inside. You know what I mean? I can't leave him inside. So it's like, with everything going on, my black ass gotta go to the bail bond and do what I gotta do for my man. Now mind you,
That's different.
no, it's different. Yeah, I was just about to say something though. Mind you, this is a guy. This is how crazy I am. This is my
Serious.
man's. I haven't seen him in 10 years, but still my man's.
Right. That's your man.
I get a phone call from the John, and it's like, yo, we need you to sign the paperwork. You don't need no bread, no nothing, but you know, you don't show up in court and all of that shit. I mean, that shit fall on you. And you know, I got my business to run and anything like that. I don't want $5 grand coming out of my account if this nigga fuck up. But I also don't want to see my man sitting inside
Well, which one?
ever. And what I want the most is for him to get out and fucking prove his case as to why he's innocent.
You can't really. You can hope that, but you cannot really control that.
So, all right, then this is what I'm saying though. So do I, mind you, I haven't seen him in 10 years. He hit me up. I'm sure he's got a bunch of other people he could call, but the only number he could remember was mine. Now, what the fuck do I do?
Ask him what other number can you call to have someone sign the paper for you.
You got the same number for 10 years, my dude?
Yeah, he got a
Oh, well,
girlfriend.
no, I had recently saw him like one time before he went inside. I forgot, I left that out. But, yeah, but the girlfriend was the one that put him in. His big mom.
Okay, so what's his mom's number? His aunt, his dad, his sister. Well, you're not asking the right question. But
Right.
what's up?
I guess it must be like a nigga thing or a street thing. I mean, is this a code? Is that an up north thing? What is that?
No.
Yosh? What is that? Is that just
That's
a guy
a
thing?
universal thing.
It is?
No.
No,
'Cause
because Yosh is
listen.
over there in the background like, yo, nah, fuck that, man. Bail him out. Get that
Well,
nigga.
if you worried about your money coming out your account and all that stuff, you still got to worry about yourself first. But yes, I've been in positions where I had to get bail bonds for people too. I had to depend on them going to court. You just got to know that the person is trustworthy and they fuck with you enough to make sure they gonna make sure don't shit hit you.
I'm too
And
old.
then if they do,
I'll fight him
How
off.
much are you willing to let it affect you?
Yeah. Okay.
and then if they do,
And that's a
you know where
choice
to
as well.
put that person.
My man said, how much are you willing to let it affect you?
I don't let a lot of stuff affect
But no,
me.
I think he was talking about the fact that originally I started off like how
It was bothering.
it was bothering me. Like, what do
Well,
I
you're
do?
an empath.
I'm an empath.
You take on people's burdens a lot.
Yeah, you're right. I do.
That's a good trait.
It's a fucking gift and a curse.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it is. It is.
It's a gift and a
You
curse.
have to learn how to control when you utilize it and when you don't. I can be that way too.
Anyways, all right. Well, shit. What did we learn today, ladies and gentlemen?
Let your friends be. It's a dumb bitch
It's a dumb bitch summer.
Yeah.
Now, it's not, so y'all not doing bald head hoe shit. It's a dumb bitch summer now.
You mean hood rat stuff? With my
You never heard that saying? I'm doing bald head hoe shit.
No.
What?
I've heard like bald head hoes, but I've never heard we doing bald head hoe shit.
That's
Same thing. It's all the same. Dumb bitch summer, bald head hoe shit, hood rat stuff. Just do it with your
I never heard. Yo, this is the first. I think this is probably the first year. All right, let's just say 2019 started. I'm telling you, I've never heard so many fucking slogans when it comes to fucking women. I've never heard so many slogans. Niggas don't have those type of slogans, man. Yo, son, so we doing long dick nigga shit.
No, because y'all been doing shit this century. Ain't no name for it. It's just being a man. That's period. Anything.
Oh, so we the original hoes.
What? Why would you even ask me that?
Next
Not
topic.
original, the current, the present, the future.
New topic. New topic.
Do you see what I gotta deal with?
No, I'm just saying, let's be honest.
No, I wanna lie.
Defend
Oh,
us.
What the fuck you mean? Let's lie.
Defend us, my G. Defend us.
Fuck that shit. Black men don't cheat. Anyway. Hashtag black men don't cheat.
What is cheating?
That's a whole look, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not do that. No.
Not today.
You
That's
fucking
another-
right.
next-
Not
next
today.
episode.
'Cause if we're gonna talk about what's cheating, I need a specific set of motherfuckers on the show with us. We go talk about that.
Please.
Please. If we're gonna talk about what is cheating, please let me bring it
I
up.
pick somebody, he pick somebody.
Bet.
Okay.
We're gonna have to buy some headphones for the fourth person.
Or maybe we have your person on the first half, and then my person on the second.
Mine.
If
You see what I'm talking
you don't
about?
get no big, okay. Try to get
No,
your
all right, yo, listen.
Right here, don't fall.
You already see what time it is. My nigga in the back right here that going crazy. You already see what time it is. You will most likely
No
be.
5 for me, guys.
Yeah.
No what?
I was holding the 5 up for like 3 minutes.
So wait, listen, audience. I want to know if y'all felt the awkwardness when she was holding her hand up.
I'm sure they,
Did y'all
they
feel
saw
that
me.
shit?
They probably like,
I'm
her
sorry.
hand on
Yeah,
the
she
wall.
just leaving her hanging, cause like, damn.
She's so excited about cheating and shit.
Like I was trying to say, yo, my miss, you gonna be on a couple of these joints. You already know.
What's cheating? Because I'm curious because cheating gets so many people in trouble, but what the fuck is it? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
What is it to cheat?
That's all the time we have for today. We'll be back next segment to next episode. Ladies and
Next one,
gentlemen.
it's all about cheating on the show. We're gonna have Yosh on the show. We're gonna talk about cheating.
Really? Is that what we're gonna do? Is that what we're gonna do?
Is Yosh gonna be on the show for cheating?
I mean,
What is cheating?
No, actually, you just literally opened up the invite. So yes, that's a yes.
Make all my exes be like, I knew he was a
That's a yes.
professional.
Because it's gonna be very, very interesting. I promise you. But anyways,
Why do
yo,
guys always do this when they mimic me?
episode 11 is in the books, man. Yo, we chopping it up. It's your boy Young Cause. Please go like, share, subscribe, comment.
Please
We are
share
on
it.
all audio platforms. We up on YouTube popping off. You know what I mean? Like,
YouTube,
click the link in the bio.
Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora.
We ain't got a name anymore. We here, man. Look, click the link in the bio.
Just.
At Cocktails and Intellect Podcast on Instagram and on Facebook as well. Click that link. You'll see
Follow us.
every single platform we are on.
Yes.
So,
I am your girl Ziggy Bailey. Follow
And-
me at Ziggy Bailey.
and I am Young Cause. Matter of fact, let me do this right.
Okay, do it the right way.
It's your boy Young Cause.
Turn
The
it.
man that they love to hate, but they shake his hand anyway. At Young Cause.